Morning everyone. So, if you saw my video on Instagram yesterday, you'll know that I've finally got this thing here. I have got some footage from yesterday of it working, which I will add into this video as well, but I am on a different job today and over the weekend. So, if you see two different jobs, that's why. So the purpose of this video really is to just give you a rundown of what I've got. So this is the Mirka Dexos dust extractor. Now it's different to the first model, as you can plug two machines into it, which you can have two machines running at once, so I can switch from woodwork to walls straight away, just like that, no messing around, pulling cables out, swapping machines. I can just go from one to the other very quickly. The sustainer that holds the machines clips straight onto the extractor very neatly, so easy for storage. Also, one of these hoses can be stored inside the actual Mirka itself, which is good. Now I did pay for some extra accessories as well, including this Y branch, which actually allows me to run both the machines at the same time, as well as powering them. And I also got profiling sponge, the Y branch, the two machines, and obviously got a pad saver, and obviously some freestanding discs as well, which came with it, which I do need to get some more of because they're not going to last 2 minutes for me. So yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase, so we'll get some more footage showing you what it can do now. So I'll show you what this profiling sponge can do. If you look at this edge, this is an absolute mess. This is years and years of built up, poorly done paint. Now I've got an 80 grit pad on the profiling sponge on the Mirka. So I'll just show you how good this thing actually is. Now if you look, in comparison to where I've just sanded, still needs a bit more, but in comparison to that, what is that? Yeah, brilliant. Now same again with the walls, we'll go in with the wall sander with this one. You can see the roller patterns, you know, it's all mottled, it's not been done well at all. So we'll get this puppy on and show you what it can do. Now you can see it has taken it nice and smooth, and there's footage from the job yesterday. There's footage from the job yesterday as well, where I've got it in action. I'll put that in the clip next. So before I get started, obviously I've shown you the Mirka and what that can do. I'll give you a little run through of the job. Customer's done a lot of stuff themselves, and the builder has had the labourers doing some painting, which is a delight to painters like me. We are papering this wall. The customer's already painted these walls, so they want me to leave that alone. Painting this whole room white. Preparation where needed. There's plenty of cracks in the walls. This chimney breast is going grey. Got some wallpaper for that alcove. Some wallpaper for that alcove. The walls are not great, so thank God I got that Merkur. That'll help me a lot today. You can see this big patch here. That is actually gloss on bare plaster, which one of the labourers has done for the builder. Don't ask me why, I haven't got a bloody clue. I have not got any idea at all. Got a load of adhesive to get off up there. They were polystyrene tiles. So once that's all off and this is all prepped, we're going to be papering this wall as well. Painting the kitchen throughout. As you can see, the ceiling's cladded, so we're not going to be touching that. Got to make good of all this. And we'll go through to upstairs, where I was told there's nothing to do upstairs, but then once I was shown around, there's stuff to do upstairs. We've got a lovely bit of plastering to sort out. No idea what's going on there. They've painted the woodwork, but I think I'll go over it anyway. As a bit of a courtesy for them. Got this handrail to paint. There's not a great deal to do upstairs, to be honest. The bathroom's not getting touched because it's all done. No painting necessary in there. Don't know if you can see. I can climb up that. We've got a couple of walls to do in here. Is there a light switch? There's a light, but no switch. Well, no switch for it. Oh, here we go. Found it. So we've got this wall. I think I'm going to line it. We'll stabilise it, line it, and then probably just wallop it, give it a paint. Yeah. Same with this wall. And I think that's about it. So there's definitely more than 4 days here, I reckon, to get it looking how I want it to look at least. So I'm gonna get stuck in now and we'll do a bit of footage while we're at it. It would appear I found the labourers decorating gear, and as you can see, that is top notch. Yeah, Paint Warrior. Watch out. For the life of me, I cannot figure out why the labourer has put gloss, oil-based gloss, straight onto fresh plaster. Why? Now this is probably every decorator's worst bloody nightmare. So what's happening here is the paint isn't miscoated, hasn't been miscoated. They've gone on it with a top coat straight away on bare plaster, and as you can see, it's just completely taking the paint back. Now, usually we'd look at stripping the whole wall of all the paint, but because the customer isn't too bothered, we're going to cater to their price and their demands and just tart it up. It's not always big posh jobs in big posh houses with lovely new plaster and lovely new furniture, new kitchens, and it's not always the case. Sometimes we are polishing a turd. This is what I was just talking about. When the plaster isn't miscoated, you can see that I just get my scraper and it is chipping away. I could go at the whole wall with that, but the customer's budget isn't allowing for anything like this, so we can't take it too far. So what we're going to do, scrape it back to where it's tight, if anywhere. Probably opened a can of worms there now, but here we are. We get it back to some sort of level where it's tight, and we'll go on with some Zinsser peel stop this will help all these loose edges bind back to the plaster, and hopefully we can do some real preparation from there. So this is what we'll be using to seal all these cracks in a bid to keep them at bay. But with properties like this, constantly moving, you know, it's hard to avoid. Wahey! No, I'm all joking. It's gone a bit wild. Like I've been licking plug sockets. Moving into the kitchen now, a bit of preparation in here. We have peel stopped all the cracks in here, so we've got to wait for that to go off. Woodwork sanded throughout, walls are sanded, so we're not too far off painting here. We just need to fill and sand again, prime, and then we can start thinking about painting. But for now, moving back into the kitchen, we certainly have our work cut out for us in here. Don't know if I'll get any paint out today, but we'll see. Hopefully. Got a job to price after work, so I've got to be there for a certain time, so we'll see if time allows it. That is so annoying. I am so annoyed at that. I can't tell you. I've mentioned it a few times now, but that. I mean, look. Just slapped it on. Why? Why? It would appear I found another can of worms. That has gone straight back to whatever the hell that is. Right, I need to stop that before it gets worse. Start bringing the wall down. Right, so I have to get some peel stop on that, rapid. I keep talking about the peel stop, so I'll just tell you what it is. It is a penetrating binding primer. Now people go, oh, it's just PVA, but it's not PVA. If it was PVA, it would be PVA, but it's not. Hopefully, I can get this in just behind it. You can hear that, it's hollow behind it. All right, up there, that's just a hollow wall, but the difference. Got a whole area there that's blown plaster, so I've got to try my best to salvage that, because like I keep saying, the customer's budget does not allow us to go crazy here, so we've got to cater to that. We're doing it. We're gonna hit it with the Merkur, see what happens, because I've got to actually paint over this, so it's going to be a nightmare. If I sand it, hopefully it gives it a bit of a key, takes off all these bloody drips that you can see here. I could climb up that. So let's go. Now ready for filling in here. I will set up a time lapse and let's do it. Finished filling now. Was quite a bit of it to do. That was just a primary fill. Probably will need a secondary fill once it's been sanded down, because filler does have a tendency to shrink even when it says it doesn't. Filled in there, just walk you through into the kitchen. Filled that, primary filled everywhere. So Missed a couple of holes down there. Raked a bit of that out. Gonna try and brush some filler on now. What I've seen a decorator online do, and I'm really excited to try it because it looked like a brilliant way of getting it on, especially in messed up profiles like that. Just years and years and years of Polydun paint. So we'll give that a sand down with the Merkur, obviously, and we'll see what we can do with it. Now, a profile like that is exactly where the profiler sponge comes into play. We've got the rounded blade. Oh, it's alright. We went off course, but we're filling it anyway. So, yeah, I'm running out of time for today. I have to get off to price another job with a new customer, so we'll see how that goes. It's the last thing I've done today was brush the filler on this architrave there. So I'm going to let that dry overnight. Come back tomorrow, sand it. We'll give it a prime and we'll see how it looks. If it works well, I'll probably do it again in the future. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. It looks better than it did anyway. So that's the end of today. That's the end of the first longer form video. I know it's not going to be dead long, but I only normally post shorts or 3-minute videos. So if you stuck around this long to watch, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. Next long form video, I'll put it out at the end of this job. I'm hoping to get it done for Sunday, but I might not. But I will keep you all updated anyway. So thanks for watching. Over and out.